I would encourage a loved one who's having difficulty grieving after a long period of time, again, to reach out to others who've been through what they've been through, to join support groups, but most definitely, finding faith and spiritual affiliation to help you get through that. It begins the healing process, and it also, gives you ways to be able to function and to be able to move on. First, you have to acknowledge the grief, and then you have to accept the ways that you are grieving and ways that you can move on. And then that way you can, learn to live the new life. Once you have, like I said, acknowledged the fact that you are grieving and what you're grieving over, be able to accept that. And then once you start to feel like yourself again, if you're having more good days than you are bad, change of sleeping habits or eating habits. If you're eating better, you're sleeping better, then you can kind of come to a point in your grief process to know that you can start looking for hope in the future. You can even expect to be having a good day, and you may see something that reminds you of your loved one that may, cause you to have pain or anguish at the moment, but then you learn how to get past that, or you learn ways to cope with trying to get past that. One of the ways that I would encourage others to, that it's okay to move on, and that you've reached that place in your grief process to be able to move on, is that to think about, would your loved one want you to be in the grief process forever, or would your loved one want you to be happy and to be able to move on? And moving on, you shouldn't feel guilty about that at all. It's just learning to what new roles and responsibilities that you may have once your loved one is gone. And that's okay. And that if you know someone that is struggling with grief, here are some ways that you can help them. I would maybe recommend that you just be there, listen, make sure you support them and not make them feel guilty or bad about the grief or the process that they're going through. Give them time. Time is very important, because nobody grieves the same way or at the same rate. So just be there, You don't have to say anything. You don't have to, provide them anything. You just sometimes just having that person, a shoulder to cry on, or, the ear to listen.